said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the USF Bulls offense will get the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulls.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Here comes the two-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two-point conversion and an 8-0 lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's worthy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Washington's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Moses. Makes the grab. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Washington sends out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll go to the ground. Takes it the other way. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyree. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Lockett. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to keep...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing.
And he muffs it, a loose football. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my role. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spins away from the defender. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for a second here about USF. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. But it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of it.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, USF.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Worthy. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Husky. Back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Moses.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He's got it near midfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They told us they wanted to start fast. Doesn't get much quicker than a 24-0 lead early. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Got it in the middle. It's Stoneburner. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Back's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Dropping back, it's Moses. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Takes his shot. Got his man to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
Number 5.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
37, Washington, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Moses. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual tech. there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride at the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
One thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, South Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 20.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Moses. Makes the catch. It's Tyree. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got him. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Finds us back in the middle. Got room at the 35.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch. Touchdown, USF. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Dropping back, it's Moses. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Moses. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And David, the defense made him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
But we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else. But
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Snapped it in the shotgun. Back open in the middle. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Bulls. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Moses. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Caught behind the line. It's Tyree. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here comes the two-point try. From the gun. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Moses. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds a spot in the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Huskies, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play, leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's a good head. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver. Or
they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Bounced off his feet. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team. Job done. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
you know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the top. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ball State came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Muncie had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. An forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Open spaces. Touchdown, USF. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Number 5.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From the gun, looking for a man. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Set to advance on the football.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulls! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's chased out of bounds, but he takes that return across the 50 to the 48. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And they'll try to tack on two. The snap sets up to throw. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Woodhead. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husky.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Utah State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Logan. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, USF.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown Bulls. Once he got some room, it was over He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He will not get there. Brought down at the one, and the two-point try is no good. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulls. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll go to the air. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires left. He's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Trying to run, it's Lockett. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between.
Touchdown, Huskies. Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, South Florida. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Looking downfield on first down. Fires on the move. On target to the left. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Makes the catch. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll leave it with him, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. Wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man.
He wants to go deep. Brings it in down the left side. He's loose down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards, so I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Turning it on! The 10! And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jess.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed. And the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room. That
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about them.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good